Okay, what's going on, guys? So as you can see by the map, I actually won. This is a little bit of a leg deck profile as well, sorry about that. But as you can see, I won the sneak peek event at the weekend. Playing obviously Despia was a really good event, really well won. Yeah, really enjoyed it, and I performed really well, beating decks that usually I would not normally beat because they're older decks, so I don't particularly know them, how they work, how to beat them, etc. And especially with how this deck plays, they're like tough matchups, like Earth Machine. You can't, Super Poly's kind of dead in that matchup unless you hard draw Albaz and stuff like that. But yeah, without further ado, guys, let's zoom in and I'll show you what I was playing. Okay, guys, getting straight into it. Of course, we are playing the 3 Aluba. Searcher of your deck, one of the best cards in the deck, just for recursion. I find if you have the field spell, just the recursion to come back is just like super useful, and it's a way that you can actually get your Mirror Jade off 3 times. But yeah, normal summon this and you can add a branded spell or trap. Absolutely love this card. I wanted to play Despia from the beginning just because he looks awesome. But yeah, the synergy with Albaz as well is just a plus. Of course, I play 3 Tragedy. I think that you have to play 3. This card in the grind is just outrageous. Like, it's just so good in the grind. The banish effect to be able to add back a spell or trap is just super useful. And yeah, again, I really like it. Yeah, this card is nuts. I still play the 1 Dramaturge, and I play 1 Ad Libitum. I will show you I will do like a little combo video, because there was a combo I did with Ad Libitum where I opened branded opening and Aluba and I still full comboed, and I'll show you that because it's actually kind of cool and it threw my opponent off, and I won because of that. Dramaturge is just like a big body, so it's just nice. It constantly recurs itself, so it's just a hindrance. People do try to get rid of this, and we know what he does, just keeps getting your Mirror Jades off. I still only play the 2 Albaz. I did try 3 once, but I didn't like it. I played 2 again at this event and he was amazing. I saw him when I wanted to see him, and then when I didn't want to see him, he stayed just nice and warm in the deck, waiting for me to call upon him. So yeah, 2 was amazing. Some of the best cards in the deck. We of course play Ecclesia. She's so useful. I actually didn't play Snow this time. And I didn't miss Snow. I never needed it. When I saw that they were in, I just never needed to use Snow. So yeah, I just cut her for this event. 1 Macoria. I wish I played more, or at least branded Sword, because Macoria was so good. If I won a game, it was often because of him. Play 1 Kit because it's another normal summon, so that gives me 4 normal summons. That's going to get me to my branded fusion. And also, this is nice to just in the grind game. It helps you add back like your branded and red and stuff like that. And if you open this and Aluba, it's just nice because then you can open and get branded Lost, and then you just play for free. So yeah, really like it. And then the last Albaz card is Albion. I didn't really like Albion before. The draw effect, I just didn't care that much, but after a little while, like being able to ditch an opening so that you don't draw into it, and then draw in like a Super Poly or something like that, go in second, because they always let this resolve, it's just bonkers. So yeah, I tried it at this event and I really liked it. On into the spells for the Despias. We play 1 Theatre. I don't think you need to play more. 1 is enough. It's super good for the grind game. Like, if they kill like one of your Despia main monsters, then you get to reborn a fusion. If they get rid of the fusion, then Aluba comes back, and that's like, it's just so good like that. 3 opening. I can't believe how expensive this card is, but it's understandable. It's very good, and again, crazy for the Balinks effect where you can banish it to protect your stuff. And I hope this gets a secret printing in the tins. But 3 of those, yeah. 3, of course, this card is bonkers. 3 branded fusion. There was actually some games where I used this as Ash bait and then just comboed anyway, because I had Albaz in my hand, Albaz, Poly and Edge Imp, so I just went branded fusion, then they ashed that, and then I just played. So yeah, this card is crazy bait. There was one game before in the past as well. I've used this, they Dragoon negated it, then a normal summoned Albaz used their Dragoon to make a Mirror Jade. So yeah, this is like really good bait. Yeah, it's just crazy. And if you use the rest of the other cards in your hand for bait, and then you finish with this, it's just GG's, like you win. 3 brand in red. I would like to open this card, so that's why I'll play 3. I want to see it in my opening hand. Yeah, what more can you say? I had a card, this just turbos out Chimera, which I actually did not make, not once. Did not need to make Chimera even once. And 1 brand was lost. I kind of want to play 2 because I would like to see it more often. When I did put this card on the field, people were desperate to try and get rid of it. So yeah, I would like to play more, but I just don't have the space. I'm at 42 cards and 42 feels perfect. As soon as I go over that, it just feels bad. So yeah, just 1 for now. And then on to, like, of course, the best package. I play 3 chain. So the reason I play 3 chain is because this is what I want to see in my opening hand. If I discard this, then I get to add the patchwork. If I discard a patchwork, I don't get anything from that. So that's why I choose to play 3, because if you go branded fusion, make Rebellion, then you discard this from that, then that's just a broken hand. Like, that's just ridiculous. The advantage you get from this. So yeah. And then to finish it, I just play 2 patchwork and the 2 poly. I don't want to brick on this too many more, so I don't like the 3 of these. 3, I think that's too much. So 3-2-2, it's felt good for me for a while, and obviously winning this just confirmed it for me. And then onto like our go second / hand trap. We've got 3, of course, super polymerization. I don't know how this didn't get banned. This card is just ridiculous. How can you let someone set up their board and then just go super poly? Like, it's just stupid, but you can't complain. It's a good card. Then I do play 3 Ash Blossom. I'm gonna play 3 Imperm. I still play hand traps because I understand there's that Allure build going around, and I see it's good. You just keep drawing into gas. But for example, I played against a Salamangreat deck, and for some reason they made Appaloosa with 3 negates. I think it was 3 or 4 negates. I top decked Imperm, so I activated Imperm and I just played for free. Like, it was ridiculous. There was one game I tried the Allure build not long ago at locals, and I played against Agents, like a random deck like Agents. They set up like 5-6 negates. I had 5 cards in my hand. What am I meant to do about it? What am I meant to do to that? Like, there's nothing you can do. So I like hand traps. I think, especially like if you get scythed, you're gonna feel bad that you don't play Imperm, in my opinion. What are you gonna do if someone psychs you? You're fucked, man. So yeah, I prefer to play the hand traps. Not too many because I don't want to brick, so about 6 is enough, especially with super poly. And then I want my branded fusion to resolve. So Crude Boy, this is just crazy and is really good in like the grind. If you get to play for free anyways, you just set a card, and then like I banished someone's Alistair off this, and then they top decked Alistair, so then they couldn't play. So yeah, this was nice. Onto the extra deck. Yeah, my ratios are kind of weird, so bear with me. I play 2 Mirror Jade and only 1 Lubellion. So the reason I play 2 and 1 is because I don't have space for 2 Lubellion. I would like to play 2, sorry, but I just don't have the room. But 2 Mirror Jade nearly always comes up. So yeah, I just prefer it this way, to be honest. If I had the space, I would play 2, but I don't. The reason I don't have the space is because the reason I don't have the space is because I play 3 Albion. This card is just crazy for me, man. Like, making this with Ecclesia, and then obviously you'll get to add Ecclesia back in the end phase, so you've got another card in your hand that you could potentially use for Chimera, or you can use it to summon Albaz in your next turn. Or discard for Super Poly or something like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just ridiculous how good that card is. And then obviously this just adds you in the end phase. So very, very good. I really like it. Yeah, 3. You could probably get away with playing 2, but for me 3 nearly always comes up. Then for the last ones, I play Brigand and I play Sprint. I play Sprint because of Contact C. If I was going to cut something, it would probably be Sprint. And then Brigand, I will always play one because I like in some games, in like a simplified game state, you don't want to set Brandon red. You want the negate from Mercuria. So like I find that playing one is certainly enough. Also, I will point out, Sprint is the only monster that doesn't have like an Ultra Plus printing. So sort that out in the Megatins, please, Konami. Like at least an Ultra, because it's not fair, right? Spriggan's best deck. Anyway. Then for the Despias, play 2 Masquerade. This card's just mad, man. Like the amount of times that it's back and forwards, you do enough damage, then you just make a couple of these. They burn, or you make one, they burn enough to get rid of one, and then you just make the other one. Like it's just so funny. Despian's Queritus. This comes up against Salad, I feel. I make this a lot because access code is a pain in the ass. And obviously they're all link monsters, so you just make everything 0, and if they want to destroy it, that's fine. I'm going to summon something and super poly you. So yeah, those. One Proscenion, never made it. Potentially this is coming out for the new fusion, the new super poly fusion in Dimension Force, but I'm not sure yet. But yeah. Then we've got 1 Guardian Chimera. I only need 1. Again, I don't remember the last time I've made this. I generally don't. It could probably not be there and it would make no difference, but obviously you have to play 1 because this card is broken. 1 Draco Stapelia. This card is actually really good. Like in the mirror match, if you can make this and Queritus, then you can use this to make Mirror Jades levels 1, and then you can use Queritus to make it 0 and then attack. So you can also do that with Chimera and stuff like that, obviously if they don't have Poly Engrave. But yeah, that's like a cool thing that you think. So this doesn't just negate, it changes the level, and then Queritus can actually make the attack of them 0. So yeah, that comes up sometimes. And then my last one is my Dragon. My Dragon is like, it's just mandatory in here. It's the most generic one realistically. So yeah, you kind of have to play 1. I think they should make one, another Mud Dragon of the Swamp that is basically like 2 monsters with the same type but different attribute. That would be a cool suit. Then that would definitely replace this, because that comes up so much but this doesn't come up as much, but it's still, you kind of have to play it. There's only so much, like this is good against Invoked really, because Mechabur and like Ecclesia and stuff like that, so it comes up for those. I will show you my extra deck, my side deck, sorry. I don't normally, but yeah, I'll go through it really quickly. I played 3 Nibiru. Nibiru was pretty good for me. It helped me be in the finals. I was playing against Earth Machine, so this was super good. Just blow out their board, and then it's a light, so normal summon Albaz is just full combo from there. So yeah, really enjoyed the Nibiru. I still think it's one of the best hand traps. I just don't main it because I don't have the room, but I would like to main it if I had the room. I play 2 Lancia and 2 Droll. Lancia again is like really good against like weird decks, like if you go up against PK, or if you go up against like Elderlich, because the traps are kind of annoying. It's not great against Elderlich, but you get what I mean. Tri Brigade, like I said, Phantom Knights. What else did I use against? Shut someone else completely down. They could not play. Mutants and stuff like that. So yeah, it's kind of good. And Droll is actually good because a lot of people now are starting to move towards the Allure build. Droll is actually really good in the mirror match. If you Droll, if someone allures and then you Droll them, the fuck. So yeah, I really like Droll. Also very good against Earth Machine. So I do play the 1 Fairy Tail Snow, like I said. I did side it in like 2 games. But I never needed to summon it, so I kind of just would not play it. I don't know. Of course, I played this package. Very, very good. The only time this was bad, like I played it against Earth Machine because obviously it turns off their turn, but he drew Cosmic, so both times I made this, so it is what it is. Like there's nothing I can do about that. I am kind of considering playing like these 2 and what's his name? Doom King, just because then everything's a zombie, so you can kind of like Mirror Jade, and then you can chain Doom King. Do you know what, maybe? Like, I'm gonna try it out and see what happens. OP card, I wish I played 3. Lightning Storm, again, this completely blew out Earth Machine for me. In the final round, he bricked, kind of in the last game. He set 2 past, but one of them was Rivalry. So if he got a chance to flip that Rivalry, I was fucked. But I just Lightning Storm, blew up his back roll, and then GG's. Last card, like, I feel like the only match for Despia that is kind of tough is Control. So obviously I play 5 cards for that. If I get like an Elderledge matchup or Guru or whatever, I side in these and then I'm just gonna go. So yeah, really like that, to be honest. But guys, that's it for the deck profile. Thank you for watching. Absolutely buzzing that I won. I'm not gonna lie, I've not won a locals for a while, since I was playing Tri Brigade. So it feels nice to win one, especially when there was quite a few competitive players, and for the scene that it was, I beat 3 of the better players at that like locals in that area, so that felt pretty nice. Yeah, matchups were, I played 2 Salad like back to back, which is normally a pretty rough matchup for me because I don't particularly know what they do because I wasn't around that format. And then my round 3 was DDD. I actually lost the die roll, so I was panicking a bit, but fortunately Despia is just too good. So yeah, and most of them are darks, so it's just easy. And then my final matchup was Earth Machine, and yeah, that was kind of, he's probably one of the better players in my locals. He's got a few tops to his name and stuff like that. Yeah, that was a really good game. He won the die roll, went first. It was kind of backwards forwards, but I couldn't really do much, and then I won the next 2 to win the mat. So yeah, really nice about that. Obviously the 5 packs I opened, I only got supers as per. I think someone who came like 16th place got 2 secrets, which was mental. So, but that's the way it goes in Yu-Gi-Oh. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.